The Deferred Resignation Program allows federal employees to resign from their positions while continuing to receive their full salary and benefits for up to 8 months. This offer may be attractive to some federal employees who are seeking a change in their career or planning to retire. However, with approaching deadlines, there are still several factors that are unclear and unknown. This video isn't here to criticize the program. Instead, I want to highlight some important factors that you should carefully consider before making a decision that could have a lasting impact on your future. But before we dive into the details, welcome to the Money Briefing. My name is Jarrell Harvey, and I'm with Fedway Financial. On this channel, we cover topics related to personal finance, federal benefits, and retirement planning. So if you find this video helpful, please consider sharing and subscribing. Most of the federal workforce is now faced with a surprising option. Providing incentives to shrink the federal workforce is not a new practice, but what makes this offer surprising is the scale and speed of the program. The Deferred Resignation Program is a new and untested approach to voluntarily downsize the federal workforce. The vagueness and lack of certainty with this program have raised several red flags. One of those red flags is the decision timeline. Based on program promises, employees will receive full salary and benefits until September 30th of 2025. The program also exempts employees from the return to office requirements that are being mandated by federal agencies. These 8 months of pay and benefits are being presented as an extended vacation that provides you with sufficient time and economic security to plan for your future. While the program offers up to 8 months to plan your next steps, you only have 10 days to decide whether to pursue this plan. The Deferred Resignation Program was announced by OPM on January 28th, and employees must opt in by February 6th. This leaves federal employees with limited time to seek advice or fully evaluate their personal situation. Another red flag is the lack of guarantees. If you have a change of heart or a change of circumstance after submitting your resignation, you may rescind your offer to resign. While this may sound encouraging, there's no guarantee that your agency will cooperate. OPM guidelines suggest that withdrawal requests may be denied. Therefore, the bottom line is, if you press send on that email to resign, you may not be able to take it back. I do want to acknowledge that the deferred resignation does not affect your ability to apply for federal jobs in the future. However, again, there's no guarantee that you will be able to get back into the federal government due to all the reshaping that's currently going on. We also don't know if there will be any unofficial blacklisting, which could make it more difficult to return to federal service after you resign. Another uncertainty of this program is the reallocation of workload. At this point, no one knows how many people will actually leave and what positions will be vacated. There could also be an increase in the number of retirements during this period. According to the OPM memo, employees who accept a deferred resignation should promptly have their duties reassigned or eliminated and be placed on paid administrative leave until the end of the deferred period, unless there is a need for the employee to be actively engaged in transitioning their job duties. Depending on your job and the number of departures, you may be required to stay in your current role or take on a lesser role for an extended period of time. Some employees who resign could also be called back from administrative leave if there's a significant backlog of work or a need for their expertise. These actions could affect your ability to secure new employment. Also, keep in mind, if you're seeking outside employment that is related to your federal job, your agency could impose restrictions because of potential conflicts of interest. Another significant red flag revolves around the program's legal foundation and financial stability. I'm not an attorney, but many legal experts have pointed out that the program appears to lack clear statutory basis. The absence of established regulations creates a gray area, which leaves participants vulnerable if any legal challenges arise that could modify or invalidate the program. In addition to legal questions, there are concerns about the funding for this program. Given the uncertainties surrounding federal budget appropriations beyond March of this year, there could be challenges and constraints in honoring these financial commitments. Several lawmakers and union leaders have also expressed concern about how employee benefits and rights will be protected or impacted if they resign. From a retirement benefit standpoint, I believe participants will be treated like other federal employees who voluntarily resign. This means you will lose some of your insurance benefits after your final date on the books, but you will still have access to a federal pension when you meet the necessary age requirements. But for me, there's less clarity on worker protections and access to representation if things don't go as promised with this program. One other red flag is the limited history or unproven history of this program. Again, the federal government has never experienced a voluntary reduction program of this magnitude and under these conditions. So there's limited history to guide expectations. In spite of that, some critics have raised concerns that the organizers of this initiative have a history of not following through on their commitments and promises, which increases doubts about the program's reliability. For federal employees, the Deferred Resignation Offer is a critical fork in the road. While the promise of extended pay and benefits might seem appealing at first glance, there are several concerns about the finer details of the program. For those considering the resignation offer, careful planning is essential, along with a need to proceed with caution. If you received any value from this video, please click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to get more content like this. If you're interested in seeing how we help our clients at Fedway Financial get the most out of their money and federal benefits, please visit our website at www.fedwayfinancial.com or click on the meeting link in this video's description. Thank you for watching. We see you on the next Money Briefing.